Chris Keys, Monday morning. Take our first look.
True story.
Yes.
What are we going to look at?
We're looking at the Arctic Wolf Twin Modulator by Dogmatek. Dogmatek.
Yes, sir.
It's a New Zealand company, and we are separated by a common language. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce Dogmatek, but I think that's how it's pronounced. It's Dogmatec. And apparently this is their first pedal. Now, at first I thought it was a phaser, more of a phaser, but it's far from that. Phasers in my life are basically, up to this point, they've been one knob, one, you know, like the Phase 90. You got on, you got off, and you got one knob. And they're great, but this gives you that, but then it gives you all other bits, you know, kind of like you can get a kind of a ring modulation thing out of it. You can get a tremolo, you can get a Leslie effect, and up to 18 dB of boost. And what's really cool is you've got this fully analog signal path, but it's a digitally controlled phaser, which means you've got the benefits of things like tap tempo and saving your favorite presets. So very cool pedal. Why don't we just spin a couple knobs?
Let's do it.
What it does. Now, when we came in, the cool thing about it has a stereo in and a stereo out. So should you want, you can take this stereo signal and send it through like a stereo delay, which I chose to do. This is my bass tone with it off. And I was using this T-Rex delay as well, but that's without it. But that's with it, kind of make it a little more lush. And I had a little drive in front of it so you could kind of see how it handles that. But the bass, and also it has a expression pedal out, which the expression pedal does different things in different settings, but for the most part, in most of the settings, it is controlling your rate, and it gets everything from apparently this pedal has a larger rate. I'm not sure I'm saying that right. Like a rate options than any other phaser. All the way back, slowest, it's every 30 seconds.
Jeez.
I know, right? So twice a minute for a real slow rate. And then it gets up to a crazy, you know, so here's super slow. You can do it without the delay. So, whoops.
We got it.
So super slow. And then, okay, kind of crazy, then all the way up, it's
almost like a ring modulator.
Totally is. And when you get into those kind of big things, in context, it just sounds huge. Like, it's howling like a wolf.
Woo.
Woo!
I see what you did there.
So very cool to have that. But just alone in that sweet spot. Now that's just straight in. There's no delay or anything. Oh, and also you have mono settings or stereo settings, two different stereo settings. But man, that stereo is lush, right? I mean, you clearly, you're probably not hearing that lushness on your computer right now, but man, to have it.
Yeah, we got 2 amps.
Yeah, I'm running through these 2 amps through this Nace and this little Fender, and man, it is just huge. Like you'd never want to turn it off. Anyway, I'm getting. Let me get back to it. Okay, so cool bits right here. This controls. Right now we're in. This is the shape of it, and we're at this kind of triangle, which is kind of a conventional phaser. Get into this square, it's a whole different animal. Unplug that. Hear that just to me, that's getting into almost like if any of you have used the Adrenaline, Roger Lynn's Adrenaline, like John Mayer used on Bigger Than My Body and things like that. There are sounds on that pedal that are like this, just trippy soundscape stuff. And again, given that it's got tap tempo, you can sync it right with your drums and get amazing settings like that. The next shape is this sine wave, which again, really lush. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Hit that again, and you get this random deal. Hit it another time, and I'll put in my expression pedal, and then it's controlled by the expression pedal, meaning it's almost like almost kind of a wash kind of thing. And if you can see this huge indicator right there, it'll show you the rate, or when you engage when you're on this setting, it shows you. But really expressive, and it can kind of almost give you almost like I hear an almost kind of phaser-ish type bits. I mean, pretty damn lush, right?
Yeah.
Other bits, you've got recalls, so when you find your favorite one, save it and you can bring it back when you feel like it. The gain, as I said, that gives you up to 18. So here it is with it off. Then let's move this gain up a bit. Now I don't have any overdrive in front of it. That's just the gain boosting these amps. Which is really great. Okay, let me get it in this more phasey kind of thing. Very cool. Over here is your feedback control, which is how much of the signal you're feeding back into it. So turn it real low. Subtle, bring it up, and you're just getting all that lushness. It's really got some amazing versatility to it. Oh, also with the tap tempo, over here there's a switch that lets you double it or triple it. So if you're trying to tap something in and you want to get it really fast, you just hit that with this soft touch pedal. Switch it will increase it, but keep it right at a time, which is very cool. Keeps your same tap tempo, but makes it way faster. Mm-hmm. So really neat options. Now we're gonna do a full review of this review demo later on, so you can check that out. But this is a fun first look at a cool pedal by our friends in New Zealand.
Yeah, I was gonna say the one thing I like about it is some pedals are utilitarian, like a drive.
Yeah.
But this is like a pedal that you can just have fun with.
Oh, yeah, man.
Twist some knobs and get lost.
Twist some knobs and get lost. And given that, let's twist some knobs on like a classic rock setting, shall we?
Let's do it.
Why not? Oh man, right? Oh, I'm feeling that.
Drummers in the pocket.